Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of my Fallout 4 Let's Play series. Now, I arrived back here at Castle because obviously I wanted to collect a suit of power armor to give me some radiation resistance before I set into the glowing sea to continue the main quest. But once I arrived back here, I thought to myself, this is supposed to be the Minutemen stronghold, the Minutemen Fortress of Solitude, or whatever you want to call it. And it looked rather depressing. So the first thing I did obviously was fix the walls, because obviously having great big gaping holes everywhere was not a good start. And then obviously I made a little
Hey.
Just let me know.
step series to get up to the upper floor, the walkway, because to get to the roof part of the castle, you was a bit limited. There's only like 2 options to get up there. But as I was putting in the little staircase that you see there on the right, I thought to myself, it still doesn't look very good. As far as bases go, this is pretty poor, really. I mean, there's that great big lump of rubble that you can't get rid of, you can't scrap. And I'm kind of find myself thinking, I want to build here, but, turn this into a stronghold the Minutemen should be proud of. But at the same time, building is a bit limited. You don't have a lot of good building space because, in the courtyard you've got to plant obviously your crops, which take up quite a bit of room. So that's a lot of floor space that gets eaten up quite quickly. And then you've got that ridiculous Freedom Radio Tower bang smack in the middle, which takes up a lot of room. So your building space is actually quite restricted here. So what I'm thinking of doing is going a bit, crazy with my building and trying to see if I can expand the castle and actually give us a good platform to build on going forward, so I can actually turn this into something quite substantial. Because although I've got Sanctuary as my sort of main settlement, that's way up in the northwest corner of the map, and obviously I want something that's a bit more central, a bit more around, the main Boston city centre, around Diamond City. And the castle, I think, is a good platform, and I've probably mentioned this before, to branch out from. So what I'm thinking of doing is seeing what I can come up with. Now, when I started this process of trying to build up castle, I thought, it'd just be a couple of minutes, and then I'll get back to doing the main quest. Well, I actually spent 3 hours here trying to upgrade castle and, make my improvements, or at least make a start. It's not a finished project by any means. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done, but I made a good start on building the castle. Now, one of the things I don't like right away is that wire. That wire's got to go. Can't have people walking through a high voltage cable, can I? In fact, by the time I finish building, I need to make quite a bit of a change to the power system in this place, because that one generator in the middle of the floor isn't going to cut it, I don't think. So yeah, get rid of that. Just for now. Obviously all this is going to change by the end of this section of the video, because this is just the bit at the start where I'm going around trying to formulate ideas in my head of what I want to do, how I want to build it. Because if you build it, they will come. So somebody told me, or I heard somewhere, sometime. I mean, I've got the bed situation taken care of. I've got plenty of beds for settlers. One of the things I may do is sort out some of that access to the roof. I mean, one of those things I plan to block off anyway. So I've got some areas down here where I plan to put in maybe some of my trader posts when I eventually build those. Okay, and Ronnie sure is sat here in the dark because the light bulb doesn't work. It requires power. Pretty sure it's got power because those lights are working. Okay, well, if worst comes to the worst, we'll put in a... We'll put in another power conduit or two. Okay, so we just put the wire in for that. And the bulb still doesn't work. Okay, it must be a faulty bulb. Scrap it, build a new one. And let there be light. So yeah, faulty bulb. Must have been one that was already here when I took over castle and doesn't work with my power that I've put in. Yeah, it's easy enough to resolve. So yes, I'm going to put my sort of trader outposts in here, my clinic, things like that to make the settlement happiness a lot better, given time. I think the kitchen area is quite okay. Don't think there's a lot to do in here. Scrap the crappy concrete. Maybe put the bar in there, I suppose. And a few tables and chairs for people to sit at. So yeah, the main area obviously I've got to work on is the area up here. I've made a start with my little wooden platform, but I feel I can expand on it quite considerably. Need to obviously get the artillery down as well. I'm sure I had an artillery there. I don't know whether it's glitched and fallen through the world space, but I'm sure there was one there. Maybe I was wrong. I've got one there. That's reasonably okay. That's overlooking one of the entrances. I'm not sure if that guard post is actually of any use. I could probably put better defences in at the entrances to the castle, which will give me far more benefits to my defence score, defence rating. I think I might sort out these areas here where these little balconies and little platforms are. I might get rid of those and expand again the physical space that I've got to build on. Get rid of those would be a big help. Same on this side as well. Get rid of these little platforms. I think they're like some kind of guard system. Sure, you know, where guard people could stand and look down into the main courtyard, but I can utilise the space much better. And obviously I've got my one water purifier down there. I might go and build some more as well in the project. Obviously boost my water production. Again, the guard tower there, may get rid of that, because I can build better defences. Against would-be attackers. Who's going to attack me? Raiders, probably, at this point. I haven't upset anyone else. The Institute, maybe. They might send simps to attack me. Obviously, I've got to keep my eye on that Brotherhood ship over yonder. At the moment, I am in good books with the Brotherhood, but that can all change quite quickly. So yeah, pretty much going to expand on this top section and actually make this upper part of the castle a lot more functional.
Hey.
Point the way.
Piper.
So, you know, going over it in my head, that whole conversation we had where I pretty much said you were my only friend, did that sound nuts?
A little bit. But then I have seen Diamond City and the way everyone treats
nice
you there.
Hear.
You just always know what to say, don't you? It's just been a long time since I've had someone like you in my life. Hell, might be I never did. I just wanted to say thanks. I really don't think I could ask for a better friend.
It sounds to me like you're interested in becoming more than just friends.
Oh, I
totally read that situation
I just
wrong.
don't know if I have room in my life for romance right now. Maybe for now we just stay friends. See where things go. Now, what do you say we get moving?
What do you say I dismiss you?
Here.
Because once I finish building and I head to the glowing sea, I'm going there alone.
I think we're done for now.
Radiation and everything.
I'll just head on home.
I don't want you growing two heads. But stick close. Don't wander off too far. Okay, so I'm going to go and probably put in a little bit of a time jump here, because obviously, as I mentioned, I spent 3 hours building, and that's not what I intended to do for this video. It was supposed to be a quick start and then get my power armor and get to the glowing sea. But once I started building, I got carried away. So first things you can probably see the differences. 2 large generators, which I've actually built and put on elevated platforms near the Radio Freedom. So they're not cluttering up the floor and people aren't being garroted by cables running everywhere. So that's a lot. That's an improvement, a big improvement. I built myself an elevator. Using some of the new Wasteland Workshop DLC content, I've got an elevator to get to the upper level of my castle, which, as you can see, I've greatly expanded. Using concrete blocks and shack flooring, I've managed to give myself a bigger area to build up from. And over here I've built a little building, again using some of the new parts. Obviously I've got some glass windows. I might make this my Minutemen General office. And put my office in there so I can keep an eye on everybody out here. Obviously one of the most important things to do in the settlement was put up fences to stop people falling off the castle walls, health and safety and everything. So that's done. I got rid of a lot of those the little, I don't know what you'd call them, bunker areas on top of the castle where the artillery went, and I've just put the artillery back on the platform. I just left one over here.
If you ain't been up to
with the
see
guy
King's
who's
Horse, you should go.
happily
Whole place
sat in there.
run by robots.
I built quite a few more water towers. Water purifiers, should I say, to maximise my water production. Because this is going to supply a lot of the Commonwealth. Defence-wise, obviously, I didn't like those little guard towers, guard platforms.
It's pretty.
So what I did was build a bunch of machine gun turrets outside both entrances to the castle, and put in a couple of spotlights. But yeah, all in all, I'm quite happy with what I've done so far, and the fact that I've managed to give myself room to build up and out from, and make castle into something formidable that it should be once I've got the recruits in place to do so. So yeah, I think it's time to go get my power armor and continue on our little merry quest to get to the glowing sea, to try and find out some information on how to locate the Institute or how to get access to it. Because I've got to have words with them, because they've got my kid and I want him back. And, you know, dressed in a full suit of power armor, who's going to argue with me? Seriously. Okay, so I've arrived at the entry point to the glowing sea, and I don't exactly know where I'm going. All I know is I've got a marker on my compass and I've got to head that way. So, and I'm not too sure exactly what I'm going to be finding in here, but I'm assuming ghouls, as this is a highly radioactive zone. In fact, there's a lot of ghouls already here, so let me just take these out with my sniper rifle, and then I can see about getting into the task of finding wherever it is I'm meant to be going to get help on finding out about the Institute or how to access the Institute. I'm also thinking at this point, as I'm playing through this, or as I'm watching this back and recording the commentary after the fact that I've played this video, that although I've equipped myself with power armor, I'm not that well prepared for a trip into this area, this zone. My weapons are a bit naff, for lack of better terms. I'm lacking some serious firepower, and I think that will become quite evident later in the video when I start running into some serious trouble with some of the creatures in this area. So yeah, this is this slightly different video. Basically, I recorded my settlement building tour of the castle, and I've recorded this without doing commentary as I played it, and I'm now sat just laying down a commentary track as I edit the video. I'm just having a play to see what people prefer, whether they prefer this type of video with the commentary recorded after I've played, or whether they want me to continue doing commentary as I play. It's up to you, really. Please leave your feedback in the comment section below on the video. It would help me a great deal. I'm taking out the blood bugs. My 50 cal sniper rifle. It's pretty good against insects and ghouls, but I'm not sure what good it's going to do against super mutants and stuff like that if I encounter any. Take some Rad-X, some Radaway, and a Stimpak. Make sure I'm 100% fighting fit before I wander too far into the zone, because you are taking radiation damage the whole time you're in this area, because obviously the glowing sea is where the bomb dropped right at the start of the series, right in the very first episode, as we're making our way to Vault 111, and we're stood on the elevator waiting to be lowered into the vault, and the nuclear bomb goes off in the distance that we see. This is where that bomb dropped. And that's why this area is so badly devastated and irradiated, because it was ground zero. Okay, and I'm seeing a Deathclaw over to the right there, so I may want to avoid that if I can. Because again, although I'm wearing a suit of metal armour, I don't think I have the firepower to take out a Deathclaw on my own. Because again, I come into this area without any companions. I didn't want to bring them into, you know, radiation capital of the world. Or radiation capital of the Commonwealth. Uh-oh, something's seen me. What was it? Oh, it's the Deathclaw. And it's an alpha Deathclaw. Oh, that's even worse. Oh, look how no damage I did to that. 2 shots and I've done 0 damage to it. Oh, this is not going to end well. Oh, he's absolutely crippling me, look. He's already taken over a quarter of my half of my health now. Oh, oh no. And now the Rad Scorpions are joining the fight as well. I don't need this. Go, leave me alone. Run. Run away. Run. Come on, run. Run. Oh, he got me. And I'm dead. Okay. Let's try this again. And this time, avoid the Deathclaw and the Rad Scorpions, because your weapons do no damage whatsoever to them, apparently. Oh dear. Why have I ventured here so ill-prepared? Why haven't I got better weapons? On what, level 36? Level 37? I should have better weapons by now, shouldn't I? Really? A gas rifle would be very, very useful in this situation. Perhaps I should invest in one at my earliest opportunity. I know I haven't played with energy weapons much in this game. I haven't tended to use them. I've tended to stick with the normal ballistic firearms, but I'm thinking if I'm going to be fighting alpha Deathclaws and Rad Scorpion Stalkers and things like that, I may need to get something a bit more damage dealing. I mean, pretty much the only things I've got that are going to deal extensive damage are my missile launcher and my Fat Man at this point. And I'm not sure they're much use in close quarter combat. Oh no, what's seen me? Something's seen me. Oh, it's a legendary Rad Scorpion Stalker. And it is a lot higher level than me. Because it's got that little red skull on its nameplate, which says it's way higher level than me. Am I under-leveled for this area? Am I not supposed to be in the glowing sea yet? I mean, I'm level 36. Is that not a good level to be jumping in here? Should I have been waited till I was higher level, done some other quests and stuff first? Okay, I killed that one, but looks like there's another one. And at this point, as I'm terrified, waiting for that to jump out and kill me, I realise what I should have been doing in that time was taking a stim pack. And I am going to be dead. Again. Killed by the creepy crawly creatures. Okay, I'm thinking... Missile launchers in close combat, not good. I do as much damage to myself as I do to the enemy. So let's go back and use the 44 revolver. That does a lot of damage per shot. Problem is, it's obviously only got a 6-shot magazine. It only holds 6 rounds, so I have to reload quite a bit. And also it's quite slow at firing, being a revolver. But I'm thinking it packs a punch. So it might help me slow down a Rad Scorpion and allow me to run away. Because I think running is my best chance of survival. Okay, we've got a church here. Is it a church? The Hope's March Pentecostal Church. Yes, we have a church. Okay. Is there any way into the church? Oh, hang on. Ghouls. Oh, it's infested with ghouls. Oh, I did no damage to him. He's a legendary. Oh, look at all those red dots. We've got to go exterminating. I don't mind ghouls. I seem to be able to one-shot ghouls. It's the actual creatures that are the problem. You know, the scorpions and deathclaws and stuff like that. That's what's killing me. These guys, one shot and they're done, you know. And this is like shooting fish in a barrel, because they can't get me up on the roof. You know, I could just stand up here all day. Oh no, I fell off. Okay, now I'm in trouble, because now I'm in the nest. But I am okay. I seem to have killed most of them. Now, how do I get out of here? Dead. Oh, I can hear them scurrying around. They're above me. What have we got back here? Boss. Ah, with another legendary ghoul. Shoot him in the head. Legendary ghouls go down a lot quicker if you shoot them in the head, I've discovered. Headshots work brilliantly against them. Okay, and this gives me a chance to stock up on some items. Maybe if I loot enough stuff, I can buy a better weapon. Oh, I've missed that duffel bag. There's a duffel bag there, and I missed it. I've just noticed that. See, these are the sort of things I wouldn't see when I'm doing the commentary as I'm playing. It's only now where I'm able to sort of watch it back, where I'm sort of observing and I'm able to talk. When I'm playing, I get that immersed in what's happening, I forget to talk, and I get so tunnel visioned on something. I miss so much stuff. So sometimes this is the best way to do these videos, actually, is to record the commentary afterwards, because then I'm just able to watch and see things. The same way that you guys who are watching the video will be able to see things that I, whilst I'm playing, can't. So I must remember the next time I play the game, when I pass that church, to nip back inside and loot that duffel bag. There might be something useful in it. Okay, just wait here. Bait the ghoul. Bait the ghoul. Come on, that's it. Bring him on. They've got loot. Gold watches and stuff. Very valuable. Sell that, make a lot of profit. Okay. Safe key. We have a save. We have a note. Okay. What's in the safe? Oh, good. Ammunition and weapons. Pipe pistols and stuff. Pipe pistols. Pipe pistols are not going to be any use whatsoever here in the Glowing Sea. Come on, Bethesda. That's the most worthless loot in a container at a moment's notice, you know? Pipe pistols are not going to be any use in this. You know, pipe pistols weren't even in use right back at the start of the game in Concord when you were just dealing with raiders. You know, or you was at the Corvega plant. They're not going to be any use here against gangrenous ghouls and rad scorpion stalkers and Alpha Deathclaws, are they? I must admit, I am a bit disappointed in Fallout 4, the weapons that are available, and the fact there's no real weapons. Again, you know, a lot of stuff you have to mod in, which is a bit of a shame. And I'm still waiting for a modder to do a Auto 9 for me. If there's anyone out there who's good at modding, please do an Auto 9. Someone made one for Fallout New Vegas, which I used in my Tale of Two Wastelands videos. If anyone's able to convert that over to Fallout 4, that would be fantastic, because I love that weapon. Okay, I'm thinking... Or non-automatic rifles could do with more damage. I don't use automatic weapons, do I? But having more firepower in my sniper rifle and my combat rifle would be a big help. Let's have a look. Combat rifle, 75 damage per shot. So that's a slight increase. That's gone up a bit, a little bit. $252 DPS. Again, Kellogg's pistol. Kellogg's pistol's probably going to be useful because it allows me to refill my action points when I get a critical hit. So I can use VATS a lot more, which is useful. Get a crit, refill my action points, more shots, guaranteed hits. Although I'm amazed that I can actually operate a gun like this wearing power armor gloves. Okay, avoid the rad scorpions over there, because there's two of them and they will kick my ass. What we got over here? Crash plane, by the looks of things. No, it's a crashed 30 bird. So that must have happened... Well, I suppose it could have happened during the initial bombs falling, because obviously there were vertibirds in use when the military had them, didn't they? When we were evacuated to the vault. So, yeah, I suppose they could have been downed in the initial explosions. Initial detonation. Okay, this is the perfect sort of area now for me to get ambushed and attacked by loads of things, because it's a bit open. I'm a bit exposed out here. Oh, okay, something's found me. What is it? It's a rad scorpion. But he's already taken some damage from something, so... he's not going to be too much of a threat. As long as me shooting him doesn't alert all his family and friends to come and investigate what's going on. Wow, this location is quite drab. The glowing sea. I tell you what it makes me think of, actually, as I was wandering around, it was making me think of No Man's Sky. I'm walking around and I keep pressing L3 on my controller to try and initiate a scan, because it looks like a lot of the planets I've found in No Man's Sky that I've been playing in over the last sort of week or so. Okay, we've got mole rats. Now, No Man's Sky does not have mole rats. So that brought me back to reality quite quickly, that I'm in the Fallout universe. Oh, I've run out of action points. Fortunately, mole rats again aren't much competition for my Kellogg pistol, which seems to have some strangely weird animation glitches when you go into VATS and it focuses on me in VATS firing. It seems like half the weapon disappears, the textures disappear. But hey, it's a Bethesda game, it's supposed to have bugs and glitches, right? I see that they've recently started advertising for quality assurance testers. What a dream job that would be. Unfortunately, it is in America and there's no details in the job description about relocation and stuff like that, so... But man, who wouldn't want to be a tester of Bethesda games? That would be amazing. I'd be perfect at it, because like I've said in many of my videos, I seem to be the guy that finds every bug and glitch without intending to. You know, I seem to be a magnet for them. If something can go wrong in game, it'll happen to me. And that doesn't matter what games I'm playing, whether they're Bethesda games, EA games, you know, Ubisoft games, whatever. I find the bugs and glitches. It always happens to me. So I'd be the most perfect person for quality assurance. So come on, there must be some companies out there that would hire me and allow me to work from my home here in the UK and test their products for them. Okay, so where... Oh, no, scorpion. Quick, kill it. It's a stalker, it's going to take a couple of hits. Got it. I'm going to have loads of rad scorpion meat to cook up once I leave this place. I'm certainly going to be able to feed all my settlers for a long, long time. I'll be able to go back to Castle and announce to everyone that we've got Rad Scorpion on the menu for the next year and a half. Okay, we seem to be getting somewhere now. This looks like a pathway. And I've got another little icon pop up on my map now. On my compass. Okay, we got buildings. We've got a settlement. Ish. We've got one building. Crater of the Atom. So that must be where the impact was. This must be the impact point. Okay. And we've got a guy on his knees praying. How is he not dying from the radiation? Well. Oh, folks, we made it. I made it through the radiation. So, join me next time as we find out what the hell we're doing here in the glowing sea and see if we can get any leads on the Institute, because obviously I've just got to find Sean.